Welcome back, and in this video we're going to be discussing forms and automation. So connecting a form to a website and then having it automated is truly what makes a website function. And we're going to show you exactly how we do that and why we set it up this way now. So the first thing we want to do is build a form. So let's head over to the Sites tab and let's click on Forms, where we're going to create a new form. Now this could not be simpler. All you have to do is drag and drop. So you can literally make an endless amount of forms that have any specification that you could ever wish to have. This is a phenomenal tool for not only recording down your customer's information, but being able to use that in automation later. And I'm gonna show you exactly how to do it. So most forms, you're gonna ask for the full name, the phone number, and maybe the email address. And then of course, you're gonna scroll to the bottom and you're gonna put a button here. And there you go. You have just created one of the most simple and standard forms ever. But of course, you can see over here on the right, there are so many other options that you can use and create endless possibilities of forms. And if you don't see your option that you'd like over here, you can go over to Custom Fields and we'll go to Add Custom Field. And this is where you can literally create anything that you want, whether it's a text, a large text, numerical. You can even do signatures for when customers have to write in their signature. They can write it in with their finger on the phone. But let me show you a real common example of a custom field using checkbox. So we'll name the field service needed and we'll put that in the placeholder as well. And we will keep the type as contact and start putting in our text. So for this example, let's say we have 4 different services. So as you can see, I filled these out real quick and I just put in 4 different services that maybe a beauty salon would offer. And now I'm going to save that file. And let's add the services needed and put it right under the email spot. And there it is. You can easily click on any of these and check mark as many as you want and submit the form. But let's change the button real quick. So you're gonna click on the button, we're gonna head over to the text and we're gonna type submit. And then we're gonna scroll down here and we're gonna click full width to make it flow better and look more appealing to the customer. And not only that, we can change the background to whatever we'd like. Let's go with this nice purple shade and save our new form. We can also head over to the options tab and rename the form. And on the submit button, you can even put in a URL or you can change it to message. So as soon as the customer submits, you can either send them to a new page or just write a thank you message. So I wrote here, thank you, we will be in touch soon. You can even click on sticky contact so that their contacts will stick if they ever fill out the form again. I'd also like to point out that if you already have a website, you don't know how to get this form integrated, you can head on down to integrate form here, click on the button, and you can either get a link to the form and just copy that right there, or you can go over to the embed and copy the embed script and transfer it over to the website you currently have. And you'll understand why we would do this when you start seeing how automation works. But let me show you how we add this to a website, because it could not be simpler. So let's head over to the website tab where I have a beauty salon template already up and running. I'm currently inside of the website editor function, where I'm going to show you exactly how we implement our forms. So the first thing I want to do is add the form. So I'm going to head over to the pop-up section because I would like for it to be a pop-up form. Once we click the pop-up, we can add a row. We're going to click one column, add an element, and then we're going to click on form. And you'll notice if you select your form, we found the one that we just created, beauty salon form, and we'll click that. And there it is, a beautiful and simple pop-up form that everyone on your website can now easily see and fill out. But I always like to add a header to all of my forms. So I'm going to show you how to do that real quick too. We're going to click the plus button, go to headline, and you can see since we have a template, it already puts in the font that they think is best, but we can change this font of course too. And this is one of our services. We understand that you guys don't need to learn how to build websites, but it's nice for you to know exactly what's going on the inside in case you ever have any questions and you want things changed. So I'm going to scroll this all the way to the top and I'm going to put in, let's get in touch. And I'm having trouble reading that font, so I'm probably going to change it. And there we go. Very simple font that gets the point across. And now all we have to do is connect this form to the automation. So let's save it real quick up here. I'd also like for the form to pop up when you click book now. So I'm going to click the book now button, scroll to the bottom here, and instead of link to website URL, we're going to link it to the pop-up. So whenever you click book now, the pop-up will show up. Now we're going to save our new website. We're going to head on back and we're going to go to the automation tab where we're going to head over to create workflow. We have so many different ones to choose from, but I would love to show you guys how to start from scratch. So we're going to start from scratch and create new workflow. This is where all the automation and all the magic takes place. So the first thing we do is we make the workflow trigger, which most of the time is just a form being submitted. So let's click on new workflow trigger. For this option, we're going to keep it at CRM and we're going to choose the trigger. You can see we have so many different options. I'm going to break down a lot of this in another video, but for right now, we're just going to focus on the form. So you can see right here, we're going to click form submitted, add a filter, select the filter, form is, and then select type, beauty salon form, and save. So now we know that our trigger event is whenever that form is submitted. So the first thing we want to do is we want to assign it to a user. We want to make sure that contact that signs up is assigned to a user on the team. So we're going to type in assign to user, click on that, and we're going to pick the user, most likely yourself if you're setting this up, so that this person gets notified whenever there's a new form submitted on their website. So we're going to click that user and then save. Now we're going to add an internal notification so we can see how notifications work. Add, we're going to type in internal notification, click on that, and now we can choose the type of notification that we would like. So when the form is submitted, what happens? Do we get an email? Do we get a notification from the mobile app? Or do we get a text message sent to our exact phone number? Let's do notification, and we will type in new lead. And then the message underneath, we'll type in custom value, contacts, full name, and we'll say just signed up on the website. So if someone named John Smith signs up, it'll say John Smith just signed up on the website. We'll scroll to the bottom, we'll redirect the page, and then we'll select the user again. We can either select all users, particular user, or the user that's assigned to the contact. Then we save. And then here's the most important part, the text message that gets sent to the customer. So we're gonna add that, go to send SMS, and this is where you can do whatever you want. But I like to keep this simple because this is the text message that's going to be sent to the customer so that they know what to do next. So we can say, hey, custom value, contact, first name, and then I just filled out, we would love to set up an appointment, what time works best for you. And of course, we have so many options and appointment links, and we can set up appointment reminders. We can do absolutely everything. I just wanted to show you kind of the more generic form that you can build for your website and how you can make sure that you capture those leads and follow up with them immediately. So now we're gonna scroll down here and we're gonna save the action. We can rename our workflow to beauty salon form submission. We can turn this from a draft to publish and save it. And now when anyone submits that form on the website, it will assign to the user, send a notification, and most importantly, text the customer. And there it is. You just saw how easy it was to set up a form on a website and have an automation in the back end. And of course, we're gonna be setting this up for you, but it's nice that you know so that you can tell us exactly what forms you want, exactly how you want it to be typed, texted, and sent out, because no one knows your business better than you. And in the next video, we're gonna be covering automation way more in depth so you can see all the different automations that you can do. Thanks for watching.